Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And as you can see, clouds moved into north central Washington today. We talked yesterday, if you joined us for the newscast, that we would be seeing some changes, and we are seeing that with those clouds today. Looking down from our Omi Garden Sky-Fi Tower camera at the Wenatchee Valley, and you can see a pretty good cloud deck out there right now, but we did warm up nicely today, so it wasn't a bad day all in all. But we will see some pattern changes, and we talked about it last night. System 1 did move through last night. That brought us a few clouds late in the day yesterday and overnight, but System 2, that will bring the wet stuff, and we're talking tomorrow into Friday, at least a 50% chance of showers, a little bit of a break on Saturday then, and then our system number 3 will move in for Sunday and for parts of Monday. We'll give you all your weather details coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A head-on collision near Rock Island yesterday blocked traffic on Highway 28 and left 2 injured. A 2-alarm brush fire in the Coulee City area yesterday afternoon rallied fire crews from several agencies from both Chelan and Douglas counties. And a Moses Lake company has been awarded a $1.1 million contract to build Chelan County's new waste disposal facility. But first, we begin tonight. A SWAT team was called in last night after a man reportedly fired shots in a dispute with Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad workers about 4 miles north of Leavenworth off Chumstick Highway. James Carl Brown was arrested and booked into jail on first-degree assault in addition to firearms and unlawful imprisonment charges. That's according to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office. At about 10:40 p.m., deputies responded to a call of a man firing a gun at 4 railroad workers who were attempting to access a railroad crossing construction site via a private driveway. The employees in a large Freightliner truck said they'd used the driveway twice earlier in the day, but this time were confronted by Brown carrying an AR-style rifle, upset that they were on his property. As they attempted to leave, Brown reportedly shouted for them to stop and fired 3 to 5 rounds into the ground in front of the truck. They drove in reverse until leaving the private property, at which point Brown disappeared into the trees. Unable to leave without driving on the private property again, the workers were able to escape using a railroad machine on the rail line. Deputies were able to contact Brown, who told them law enforcement was not allowed on his property. Eventually, a SWAT member was able to take Brown into custody without incident. In a search of his home, multiple firearms were found. Well, our Sky-Fi Valley View cameras captured this blocking head-on collision that occurred shortly after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon eastbound on State Route 28 at Rock Island Avenue. Trooper John Bryant reports one lane was closed for about 45 minutes. Traffic was alternated after a while until the scene was cleared. Vehicles involved were a Subaru Forester driven by 73-year-old George Schur of Wenatchee and a GMC Sierra pickup driven by 21-year-old Andres Villa of East Wenatchee. Both drivers were treated and released at Central Washington Hospital. A 2-alarm brush fire in the Coulee City area yesterday afternoon rallied fire crews from several agencies from both Chelan and Douglas counties. The fire broke out in the area of Road 9 Northeast and Road P Northwest around 12:30. It went to a second alarm with 5 different fire districts responding. Officials say the fire burned about 60 acres of fallow and wheat land. There were no reports of structure damage or injuries. Well, a Moses Lake company has been awarded a $1.1 million contract to build Chelan County's new waste disposal facility. BlackRock Construction and Development will begin work this winter on the 5,200 square foot building on Highway 97A nearest to milk growers. It's expected to be operating by next summer. It will be used as a place for residents to dispose of hazardous household waste and will operate year-round. Previously, the county held annual or semi-annual hazardous waste collection events. It's being paid for with a $520,000 grant from the Washington State Department of Commerce, a $78,000 grant from the State Department of Ecology, and funds from the county and cities of Wenatchee, Leavenworth, Cashmere, and Entiat. The facility will charge a nominal fee to cover operations and disposal. Coming up next, Confluence Health has announced major plans to expand services in Grant County. A 16-year-old Wenatchee girl is inspiring a new generation of local philanthropists, and Central Washington University is preparing for a report on re-accreditation, which determines whether or not they receive federal grant money. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
Hey everyone, so today I'm tackling medical assistant ninja, trying to get that next level career. Man, this dead-end job is holding me back. Decision time, I'm going charter college. Now I'm a medical assistant student. Rocking it? Yeah, earned the President's Award. Score! Took my career to the next level. Hey, I can level up to medical assistant ninja, so can you. Get on it.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now. Thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Welcome back. In another news, Confluence Health has announced major plans to expand services in Grant County. Officials report in a news release that plans are moving forward to develop a new radiation treatment facility and to acquire property to build a new medical office building that will house Confluence Health specialty services. The building is projected to be over 20,000 square feet and will be constructed on a 7-acre property located in Moses Lake. Groundbreaking is expected in late 2019. In addition, Confluence Health and the Columbia Basin Cancer Foundation will be launching a $3.5 million capital campaign to build a much-needed radiation treatment facility in Moses Lake. The proposed facility will be connected to the Confluence Health Moses Lake Clinic, and total project costs are estimated to be $7 million. You can learn more about it on ncwlife.com. Well, McKenna Schwab is at it again. The diminutive 16-year-old Wenatchee teen is inspiring a new generation of local philanthropists. In 2016, Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington granted her wish to meet actor Chris Pratt. She chose to meet Pratt because she wanted to brainstorm ways they could work together to make a bigger difference for children facing critical illnesses just like her. McKenna's wish continues to give back to children today, and this year she'll be hosting a Make a Difference Day fundraiser and toy drive to benefit other Wish kids. She talked about it with Lisa Bradshaw on this week's Life with Lisa program right here on the Ncwlife channel.
And this year we'll be benefiting Make-A-Wish. I received a wish from them when I was 9, and it just gave me a lot of encouragement in a really scary time for me. And so my goal this year is to help give that to other kids, and it's specifically local kids. There's 10 kids in the Wenatchee Valley that are waiting for their wish. And so we'll be out at Wenatchee Pediatric Dentistry's new location, 146 Easy Way in Wenatchee, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we'll not only be collecting monetary donations for the wishes, but we'll also be collecting tangible items like backpacks, luggage, travel-sized games, and kid-friendly blankets, because a lot of the wishes are trip wishes, and not all the families have luggage and backpacks needed to go on a trip like that.
McKenna will be collecting the items this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Wenatchee Pediatric Dentistry in Wenatchee. Right now, there are 10 kids in the Wenatchee area who are waiting to receive a wish, and McKenna wants to help. Well, more than 200 people were in attendance Monday as Central Washington University hosted a special welcoming breakfast for an evaluation team from the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities.
We are familiar with higher education in this area of the country, and so we do it in the spirit of helping the institution to realize its full potential and its mission.
Dr. Charles Wright is the re-accreditation team leader. Regional accreditation is the process through which educational institutions are recognized for their performance and integrity, which qualifies them to receive or continue to receive state and federal grants and other funding. Dr. Wright said he was pleasantly surprised by the support shown at Central Washington University.
I was very pleased that the breakfast this morning had such a great turnout. I think that's unusual, and it really speaks to the support that this community has for the accreditation process.
The evaluation team presented its proposed commendations and recommendations earlier today, with a final report to be out in January. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Sir, I pulled you over today to ask you one thing. Is it true that Apple Valley Honda has a free lifetime warranty on every new Honda?
Officer, I'm glad you asked. Our lifetime warranty comes free on all of our new Hondas. That means you won't have to pay a dime for any major expenses. That could save you thousands. And no, you do not have to service with us. It's a great peace of mind, officer.
Wow, my wife and I have wanted the new Accord. We'll see you this weekend.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. In tonight's feature story, Lake Crescent Lodge, originally named Singer Tavern, is in the heart of Olympic National Park, and its beauty and serenity make it one of former Washington Secretary of State Ralph Monroe's favorite places.
This is beautiful Singer Tavern, now called Lake Crescent Lodge, here on Lake Crescent in the heart of the Olympic Mountains. I remember coming here as a little boy and just being fascinated by this incredibly clear, beautiful lake. originally opened as a stop for people to come out on a ferry boat and spend the night and enjoy the beautiful lake. Then the road around the lake was completed, and this became a favorite stopping point for automobiles and early explorers in their cars coming around the rough road on Olympic National Park. Franklin Roosevelt came here in 1937. He was president of the United States, and people had proposed in Congress a national park, which was pretty controversial at the time. Roosevelt spent the evening here at the Singer Tavern, and he met with park officials as well as Senator Homer Bone and Senator Mon Walgren, and they moved ahead shortly thereafter with the plans for Olympic National Park. It's incredibly beautiful and one of the premier national parks of America. Singer Tavern is now called Lake Crescent Lodge, and it's one of my favorite places.
Support for My Favorite Places is provided by the Washington Hospitality Association and by Weatherly Inn, senior living where it's home and your family.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. But before we get to all those details, and there's lots to talk about today, let's take a look outside our weather window and our beautiful shot from Omi Gardens of the Columbia River. And we are seeing some clouds beginning to move in. That happened around noon or so today. It didn't really hold our temperatures down that much, fairly warm today, but we are seeing clouds move in, and that's just ahead of a pretty major storm system that's going to bring us a good chance for rain late tomorrow night, and into Friday. We'll get to that in a second. But today, not bad at all. In fact, a little bit warmer than yesterday even. Yesterday was 58 degrees. Today, a beautiful 60 degrees. Look at that low. That's one of the warmest lows we've had in quite some time at 44 degrees. Both those temperatures above where we should be for this time of year. 56 is our normal high temperature, 38 our normal low. 69 was our record high back in 1992, and a very chilly 29 degrees, our record low in 83 rather. We're still staying at 4.72 inches for the year as far as precipitation goes. Sunrise was at 7:33 this morning, and will set tonight at 5:57. Let's put that surface loop in motion and show you what we can expect beginning tonight at 10 o'clock. Here's that storm system. We're seeing the clouds ahead of that right now, and then the rain band is beginning to move, will begin to move, I should say, tonight into western Washington, all fueled by this large area of low pressure up in the Gulf of Alaska. That's one wave of system that will move in. It'll bring us a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. It's going to be one of those days tomorrow, folks. Kind of cloudy, wet, maybe a light breeze at times. Friday, once again, cloudy, a 50% chance of showers as this system continues to push through the state. It will do so on Saturday. Saturday will kind of be our in-between day as we kick off the weekend. Really not bad out there. Mostly sunny. We will be dry on Saturday with temperatures mainly in the upper 50s. But here's our next round of storminess as we get through the day on Saturday. This will continue to move up from the southwest and west into Washington state. So by Sunday, once again, about a 30% chance for rain. That'll be off and on showers throughout the day on Sunday, so not a real set in or substantial rainfall expected. Maybe a 20% chance of rain as we kick off our work week next week on Monday. Most of that will push into Idaho and Montana, but maybe some lingering showers with partly cloudy skies by afternoon. And then by Tuesday, once again, a lot like Saturday, an in-between day, in between our weather systems day, I should say. Mostly sunny, a little bit cooler for Tuesday as we'll get back down now into the mid-50s by next next week before this next round of storminess moves in, and that will be mid next week into late next week. So let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight, a lot like tonight, maybe a little bit warmer. 46 degrees our overnight low tonight, and then that cool down tomorrow. 56 for our high temperature, a 50% chance of rain. That'll be pretty much in the afternoon and evening hours. 45 our low. Once again, 50% chance of rain on Friday. Cloudy, 60 for our high on Friday. Football fans, for Friday night, of course, it's Wenatchee's homecoming. I think most of the showers will be ending late in the day before the game starts, but maybe a few lingering showers. Look, at the only sun on our 7-day forecast will be Saturday, so enjoy the kickoff to our weekend. 59 degrees, 30% chance for showers as storm number 3 moves through our area. We'll stay pretty much in the upper 50s Sunday through Tuesday, and then by Tuesday, well, there's another sun. We'll see mostly sunny skies and cooler temperatures with highs on Tuesday at 57 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCW Life Evening News continues right after this.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
I came here to CVCH because one of my friends referred me. When I met Dr. Jocelyn, she was just amazing. She connected with my son, and it meant so much to me. He opens up so quickly because she just sits there and plays with him. It really is like going to see a friend. It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted and respected. It just feels like home.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. Wenatchee celebrated senior night last night at the Apple Bowl with a big 9-0 win over Eisenhower. In the final regular season game for the Panthers, Haley Matthews led the way for Wenatchee, scoring 3 goals in the first half. Not bad considering Haley has spent her entire varsity career as a goalkeeper for the Panthers. Also tallying goals for Wenatchee were Ellie Toth with 2, Haley Stegman with 2, 1 each from Riley Gross-Didier and Jaden Griggs. I was alongside Matt Wisen with the call right here on the NCW Life channel.
Struggle to build the ball out of the back. They're a prime team.
Well, here's an opportunity for Wenatchee with the strike and the goal scored by Haley Matthews. How about that for Haley? On the attack, she's normally at the other end of things in goal for Wenatchee, but she gets the first goal of the contest here in the 2nd minute.
Yeah, that was a good put away. Good job just keeping your keeping calm and finding a corner and picking it out and putting the ball in the back of the net.
Nice stop there, and the left-footed center. Kate Springer tried to head it to heads. And here's the shot and the goal for Wenatchee, as the goal was scored by Ellie Toth.
That was a nice, I believe that was a left foot turn on that one and struck it just perfect.
Panther hit the turf over there. There's Jaden Griggs going to try to steal the ball away, and now a shot going to be taken, and then it goes off her hands into the goal, and another score for Haley Matthews.
That was a great shot. Just good pace and a bouncing ball, difficult to control.
Here we go with Wenatchee on another interesting approach as they got 2 bodies over, and the corner kick will go in. How about that from way outside for Wenatchee? Coming up with the goal this time for the Panthers, it was Holly Stegman. Jaden Griggs, who's got to be a key cog in that postseason for Wenatchee, and now a crossing pass and a header, and it's in. Beautiful play, and the hat trick is pulled off tonight by Haley Matthews on a header.
I've never played offense before. This was my first time up there. I was so nervous going into this. And then they're like, no, just like go shoot. You have a good shot. And so I did. And they luckily went in. So
Tell me about that first goal that you got.
that first goal, I got a breakaway. I don't know exactly how, but I was like, please go in, please go in. And it did. So
And then it looked like you got pretty aggressive there. That
Yeah.
you wanted more than just that one.
everybody was like, get the hat trick out there. And I was like, like I scored one, like 2 more. Okay, like let's go. Like this is the game if I'm going to do it.
The win secures the number 2 seed heading into the Big 9 district tournament for the Panthers. Moses Lake earned the number 1 seed with a 5-3 win over Davis last night. Eastmont will be the 3 seed and will host a play-in game Saturday at Wildcat Stadium. Also last night, Kashmir handed Cascade its only loss in Caribou Trail League play. 3-1 the final. Kodiaks will still be the number 1 seed heading into the district championship Saturday based on points and goals during the season. Kashmir will be the number 2 seed and face Cascade again Saturday at the Apple Bowl. That's at 6 o'clock. Manson ended its season last night, falling to Tonasket at home 5-0. On the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard in volleyball last night, Eastmont down Sunnyside 3-1. Wenatchee shut out Moses Lake 3-0. So second place in the Big 9 will come down to Thursday night as Wenatchee hosts West Valley. Eastmont travels to Davis. If they finish tied for second, and since they split their head-to-head matches this season, it goes down to set winning percentage against one another, which is also split down the middle. The next tiebreaker, point percentage against each other. The Wildcats right now lead it 50.59% to 49.41%. Oh, by the way, Wenatchee's opponent Thursday undefeated, while Eastmont has yet to win a Big 9 match. Also last night it was Cascade down in Kashmir, Chelan over Okanagan, and Etihad stopped Easton 3-1. Hey, congratulations to Kashmir's Sam Phillips. Sam was selected by the WIAA as an Athlete of the Week for his incredible game last Friday in Kashmir's 56-14 win over College Place. He threw for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, ran for another 68 and 3 scores. Yes, 7 touchdowns on the night. Now, Wenatchee Wild have a game at home tonight at the Town Toyota Center. The Trail Smoke Eaters in town for a 6 o'clock puck drop. It's also dollar beer, hot dog, and Pepsi night tonight. Fans can munch and drink all you can for $1 each through the end of the first period. Wenatchee also has home games Friday and against Cowichan Valley and Saturday against Prince George. Game 1 of the World Series was close until it wasn't. Eduardo Nunez hit a pinch hit 2-out, 3-run home run on the bottom of the 7th for the Boston Red Sox as they won 8-4 over the Dodgers. Boston got to Dodgers starter Clayton Kershaw and chased him from the game in the 5th, collecting 5 runs on 7 hits. Red Sox bullpen held LA to 1 run on 2 hits through the final 5 frames to help secure the Game 1 win. Game 2 tonight with Hyun Jin Ryu starting for the Dodgers against the Red Sox. David Price. That's sports. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Yesterday in Washington, D.C., President Trump signed significant legislation for Chelan County Public Utility District and its Rock Island relicensing reinvestments. It's called the America Water Infrastructure Act of 2018. The bill includes an important provision that will spur investments in existing hydropower dams. Chelan County PUD has been seeking the legislative change for it for 5 years as it prepares to relicense the Rock Island Dam. The bill directs the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission to weigh early investments at hydropower projects when deciding the length of the next federal operating license. Under the Federal Power Act, licensing terms are between 30 and 50 years. The provision was part of a larger bill that passed the House by voice vote and the Senate by a recorded vote of 99-1. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV set free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.